Hi everyone, Miss Cadbury again, and we're ready for lesson 2 for our Wit and Wisdom. This day we're going to continue talking about our text, Wild About Books, and we're going to share what is something that makes us wild. I want you guys to think about this silently, okay? What are you wild about? What makes you really excited? And I want you to think about that, and I want you to save it for your Zoom session later with your teacher. Miss Cadbury is wild about penguins and Cheetos. So I took my sentence strip. I am wild about Cheetos and penguins. And you can write the words out with your grown-up, or you can draw pictures to share later with your class. Okay, you guys, I need you to take out your red notebook. So here's what you need. Pause the video and write these sentences down. So remember, our big question, our essential question is, how does reading help us learn? That's right. So let's read it all together. How does reading help us learn? And our focusing question, our medium-sized question, is, how does the librarian make reading fun and wild about books? Now let's read it together. How does the librarian make reading fun and wild about books? And today's content framing question, our little question, is, what is happening in wild about books? And we're going to talk about that later today in our Zoom sessions. So remember, our essential question is that big question, which is, how does reading help us learn? And our second question, our focusing question, is that medium-sized question. How does the librarian make reading fun and wild about books? And then we have our content framing question, our little question. What is happening in wild about books? We have our big essential question, our medium focusing question, and our little content framing question. So today we're going to do our word wall. Our word wall is something that we're going to keep track of, and we're going to learn some new definitions. It's going to be our vocabulary. And today's vocabulary word, I'm going to show you, and then I want you guys to think what you might, I want you guys to share what you think it might be. I wonder what those animals are doing. You guys know? They are stampeding as a group. So that is a picture of bulls stampeding. Means they suddenly rush wildly around as a group, just like our animals do in our book when they get excited about going to the library. Okay, you guys, I need you to take out your red notebook, and you're going to write down this word wall list. We're going to start with our first word, which is stampeding. So I'm going to pull it up, and you guys are going to copy that down, okay? And we want it to be in that red notebook, okay? So we're going to write our word, stampeding, and the meeting. And if you need a grown-up to help you, please pause the video and ask them to help you, and they can help you with that. You do not need this done when we meet back later for our Zoom meetings. So remember, that's going to go in that red notebook, okay? All of our Wit and Wisdom stuff will go in a red notebook or in our red folders. Thanks, guys. So remember, we're going to write that sentence down. I am wild about, and then you can draw your pictures, or you can write out the words with your grown-up. When you meet with your Zoom teacher later today, they're going to have some questions for you about our story, and you guys are going to read it together as a class, okay? See you next time.